We are ready, mistress.
Martin, it is entirely too early for such noise.
My apologies. I'm just simply looking forward to your inspection.
Yes. I'll be there in a moment. And please, Brighton, silence is your friend. It's clean. Why is it clean?
Ma'am?
You heard me?
Because you asked, mistress.
The mayor's daughter is visiting Dursley, and I will not allow your clumsiness to contort this house into some hellish nightmare. It shouldn't be clean. It should be perfect.
My apologies, mistress.
Don't apologize. Strain it out. Brighton, you will set the table with me.
Mistress, why do we set the table if the guests will not be eating with us?
I do not want you to think that we dine like beasts, Brighton. Do you?
No.
I hate that hag so much. Who does she think she is?
She thinks she's the best fucking coffee brewer in Britain. That's who.
She's bloody mean too. I don't think I can stand much more of her.
You've got a point. Now, I've gotten used to some of your English, but I can say for certain she's no Brit or Scot. Definitely no Irish. That lady, she's the devil.
Well done, Dunsley. It took you long enough.
Thank you, mistress. Shall I light the candles as well?
No, those are dwindling, and I wouldn't want them to snuff out for our guest. Fetch the pastries, and tell Brighton to prepare the coffee for our guest. We're right on schedule, but I will not allow any more mistakes.
At your command, mistress. Loosen up.
If you really want to knock her out, this'll do the job.
How much for that wee packet?
£15.
£15!
It's wee but it's strong. You give her the whole packet, she'll be out in no time. £10. 13. If I sell it to you for any less, I'd not be able to feed the kids. This lass, has she been poisoned before?
What do you mean? Of course not. At least I don't be thinking so.
Make sure she hasn't. Because if she has, it won't matter how much of this you got. It won't have the slightest effect on her.
You mean for £10 there's a chance I'm buying fucking sugar from you?
£13.
Christ, what else you got?
I got a backache and a knife I used to stab cheapskate customers like you. Now are you gonna buy my poison, or are you wasting my fucking time?
If this doesn't work, I'll beat me £13 out of you faster than you can lie about having kids.
I have kids!
You certainly took your time.
Nothing but the best for the mayor's daughter.
Flattery. That will take you far, Brighton.
When is our guest arriving, mistress?
Once she is here.
You mustn't be so cross, mistress. It may hurt you at some point.
Who said you could speak to me like that? Allow me to remind you that you are replacements of my old, better employees. The Bainbridge House will serve Britain's finest coffee forever, and the 2 months that you have been here mark but an inkling of its history. You are iotas, worker drones, flies on a cow. I apologize if my words are cutting, but this day is far too important to be soured by anyone's pride.
Mistress Bainbridge,
You came alone?
I convinced my father there were no radicals in your cafe.
I did not realize I was in your control.
You might find that I'm in control of much more than you think, Mistress Bainbridge.
Please come in. I'd love to learn more about you.
And I've heard wonderful things. Oh, and look at your servants. Looking very proper, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam. It's an honor to...
Where's the coffee? I'm parched.
It's right this way. Brighton. It really has been difficult serving coffee in Britain.
As I understand it, Bainbridge coffee was infamous at a certain time.
It was. Hopefully it will be again one day.
I see no reason why it shouldn't if it's as good as my father says.
Oh, you're too kind. I'd love for you to try some if Brighton could find some urgency. Why don't you go help Brighton?
What's taking so long? I've lost track. I've lost track of which is which.
It doesn't matter. She'll be ruined either way.
Oh. So sorry for the delay.
It's quite all right. You servants can't always be left to the complex tasks.
Truly, it's been so hard to find any reliable assistance.
You're both so right. Please enjoy the finest coffee in Britain.
That's correct. Tea no longer has to be Britain's drink. It can share the limelight with our wondrous brew.
Well, I'm very excited to try it.
What's happened? Oh, what did you waste that?
Just the coffee, ma'am.
You lying bastards! Look at her! What did you put in her drink?
The poison we added isn't too far from what you normally serve.
Poison? You poisoned her?
Sorry, mistress, but there's no room for coffee in a town of tea.
You tea-pissing ninnies! You ruined the future of all of us!
Not all of us. You know how Durnsley and I have been keeping our records of employment?
Don't tell me.
We haven't been keeping them at all.
Without a guest in months. No one knows we're working here.
I know you work here! I fucking employ you!
You? Who's gonna believe you? The loony coffee lady? They'll all think you made up a couple of servants to pin the poisoning on.
Oh, yes. Right. I'm sure they'll all think that. So what now? Are you going to run away with each other? Settle down in the countryside? Grow old together?
Yes. Durnsley and I are unexpectedly resigning.
Why do this? Why do any of this?
It's to save our town, ma'am.
You'll go out of business. Nobody's gonna have to worry about your dreaded drink again.
Thank God. I knew it. I knew you were evil. With your fucking eye patch and your dick coat.
I may be evil, but you're mean.
I'm not mean. I'm stern. There's a difference.
Ma'am, Brighton's right. You're mean, and we're sick of you calling us names.
Names? What names?
Nitwits.
Bastards.
Skagwangers.
Whore munchers.
Thongs. Just thongs.
Sludge. You called us both sludge, that was mean.
Scum suckers.
Snatch trappers.
Weed whackers.
Fuckheads. Fuckheads!
Big old Johnson.
Large disappointments to our mothers and fathers. That's not really a name, but still it was mean.
It was me.
Alright! Maybe I was a little too curt. But that does not permit you to ruin my business!
Mistress, at this point it doesn't matter. The damage is done.
You'll be seen in the papers.
Or the telly. Bye. Sorry.
Whoever makes the decisions up there, please, for the love of all that is holy, show that there is good and justice in this world. Give me a sign, any sign that coffee is not lost and that these terrible men will not get away.
Were you just praying to coffee?
What? No.
You were definitely praying to coffee. Are they gone? Your servants?
Yes.
What? How are you? Mistress Bainbridge, do you know how many times I've been poisoned or tried to be poisoned? It's practically every week. At this point, I'm just trying to make it fun.
Did you hear all of that?
Your little prayer? Yes.
No. The confession.
I heard that too. I guess I was wrong to tell my father there were no radicals in your cafe. I'm going to phone the police to tell them about our friends. We need to find you new employees.
New employees? The rules of this position are simple. Do not poison any clients. Do not poison me. Do not poison each other. Fill out your records of employment so someone other than I know you work here. If I'm mean to you, let me know. Do not let any resentment fester into a plot to kill me. Is all that clear?
Yes, Miss Bainbridge.
Ladies, please, call me Florence. All right, let's make some coffee.